Good luck. All right, I found my mission in life, my purpose from making this watch channel, Jeffrey McMahon. I need to change the name of my channel. Yes, it's going to be now called just Watch Potency. What do you think? Watch Potency or Watch Potency Incorporated. Because my mission is to become a watch potency coach. Wouldn't that be something? The watch potency coach. You know, there was a movie with Daniel Day-Lewis where he drove around in a weird motorcycle, and he would just give toothbrushes to people. He would spread the gospel of fighting tooth decay. And that's what I'll do. I'll go door to door. I'll be canvassing in your neighborhood, helping people with watch potency. Changing straps is a huge part of watch potency. This MM300 SLA023, very potent on the anthracite gray Isofrane strap. Oh my God, the potency is unbelievable. Another thing you can do to help your watch potency is keep your watches at 7 or fewer. That helps. One of you wrote to me a week ago, and I need to include this in the watch potency rules. He said, it's not just having a small collection, it's not flipping. Flipping all the time reduces your potency. You can't even process what you have, so don't flip. I want to add a couple other things to watch potency. Be in shape, you know. I don't think I can achieve watch potency, but I don't know if I'll ever be in shape. I've been working out since I was 12. I was an Olympic weightlifter, went to finals. I was number 1 in the nation briefly. Pivoted to bodybuilding after I saw the movie Pumping Iron. 10 years ago or so, 15 years ago, I pivoted to kettlebells. Pivot. Hate that word. Forgive me for using it. But I probably won't be in shape. I do all the protocols to achieve satiety and weight control, and they don't work. They work to some degree. I mean, I eat high protein. 180 grams of protein a day. I take triglyceride fish oil, magnesium. I'm going to start taking a little bit of creatine again because I'm starting to feel it. I'm close to 63 years old. I'm feeling the need for some better recovery. So just a little creatine, maybe 3 milligrams a day, just for maintenance. I want to get my creatine in. But I just love food too much, and I don't know if I can eat 1,800 calories a day and 80 carbs a day. I don't know if I can do it. It's too punishing. I mean, if a doctor tells me you have to do that because this will happen, sure. A doctor puts a gun in my head, but I don't know if I have that. The other thing to have watch potency is you can't be a needy person. You have to have self-confidence, the kind of self-confidence so that you don't depend on external validation. Well, that counts me out. I mean, I think making a YouTube channel is kind of a form of performance art. There's a certain neediness in it, checking your statistics, your performance levels of your YouTube channel. I think the whole rabbit hole of social media just exacerbates whatever neediness you have in you and makes you broken. So I don't know if I can achieve any watch potency. It's kind of a joke. That would be a watch potency joke, which was precisely why I should be one. I think the funnier and more contradictory and hypocritical it is, I think the better. You just got to embrace it. So, wow, what is this, dude? This is the last chapter. I started writing a story. I wanted to interrogate the watch addiction from fiction. I felt that fiction could look at the watch addiction from a different angle, so I started writing something called Exit Watch. And this is the last chapter. It ended up being a 5,500 word short story. A novel? Are you kidding? I'm not a novelist. A novelist is a long distance runner. I'm a wind sprinter, man. I just run like a madman and then I pass out. Take me home on a stretcher, dude. That's how I am. I don't think I have the attention span to be a novelist. But anyways, this is the last chapter. And this is called Goodbye, Exit Watch Forever. Gosh, that's dramatic. Driving home from Roland's, Bain's exit watch gave him a lashing for letting Maybelline walk all over him. Fat face, next time stand up for yourself. Don't let some lunatic push you around and issue threats. Where I come from, that calls for retaliation. You stand around and let people talk to you that way, They'll think you're weak. She was just protecting her son. She disrespected you. There's no excuse for that. I'm the only friend her son has ever had. She was clearly upset. I'm going to give her some slack, okay? You need to go grow a spine, fat face. Why don't you focus on that for a change? When Baines got home, he was in a bad mood from the exit watch's barrage of insults. His wife was making dinner in the kitchen and telling him he had forgotten to buy new breadcrumbs for the Italian meatballs, when a young man knocked on the door and introduced himself as a sales rep for a solar power company. Baines was more rude than usual as he told the young man his goods and services were of no interest to him. When the salesman attempted to ask Baines how much he paid every month for his electric bill, Baines shut him down. The salesman then attempted to give Baines his business card, but Baines slammed the door in the young man's face. His wife shouted from the kitchen, "Do you have to be so aggressive?" "I most certainly do. If anything, I was too nice to the guy." His wife swore. She said the turkey meat was spoiled. She'd have to throw it away and have her husband get takeout for dinner. So Baines and his 14-year-old daughter Allison went to Wingstop to get some spicy chicken sandwiches. As Baines paid at the counter, he gave the soda cups to Allison and told her to fill them with whatever soda she and her twin sister wanted. Baines observed his daughter abruptly place the empty cups on the counter and run out of the store. He chased after her, chasing her in the parking lot. "Why are you acting like this, Allison? Are you under the influence?" She crouched by the parked car. "No," she whispered. "This boy inside there. He goes to my school. He bullies me. He was sitting there with his friends. He was laughing at me." "Point him out to me." "No, you embarrassed me already." "A boy torments my daughter at school? By God, I have the right to say something to him." "No, Dad, you'll just make it worse. If you embarrass me, I swear I'll never speak to you again." Baines walked back into the Wingstop, picked up the food. He replayed the way he stormed out of the store, screaming at his daughter. Everyone in the parking lot was looking at him like he was crazy. He had mortified his daughter. He had been unhinged lately. He looked down at his exit watch and wondered if the tactical timepiece was becoming a liability before he got back in the car with his daughter and drove home. As they drove south on Hawthorne Boulevard, his daughter asked him what was wrong with him. For the last 2 weeks, he didn't seem himself. She barely recognized him. He was going to tell her something stupid like he was under a lot of pressure. But honestly, things were going well. His wife, work, his health. The only pressure he had was obsessing over his watch collection. Any pressure he had was self-induced, the result of a watch hobby that had gone haywire over the years. He dropped his daughter off at home but said he wouldn't be joining her. He wasn't hungry. He had an errand to do. In the autumn sky, a full harvest moon seemed to follow him as he drove toward Roland Dooley's. He parked his car on the edge of the pumpkin patch and used the key to open the cellar where the box of watches was stashed against a box of root vegetables. He grabbed the cardboard box, closed the hatch, and with conviction tossed the exit watch into the field of pumpkins. The timepiece flew as high as a professional golf player whacks a golf ball. As the timepiece carried higher and higher, a giant buzzard grabbed the watch with its beak and flew high into the darkening sky. Its enormous flapping wings created a black silhouette against the orange harvest moon as it disappeared on the horizon. It was now clear to Baines. The tactical timepiece he had worn on his wrist the last several weeks was not an exit watch at all, but a demon that had come to suck the life out of him. He cradled the box of watches in his chest, grateful that his friend's mother had kept his watches safe in a cellar, and he could continue his hobby, perhaps now with clear eyes, as he would think twice before investing so many emotions in a mechanical timepiece. No watch could save him from the madness. There was no exit from the crazed self that raged inside of him. Accepting that fact was the first step on the road to sanity. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the story's over. I will publish the whole print version of it as one document on my blog, the Turkish Get-Up, my collection of essays and stories. So I'm completely crazy. I'm too overweight to have true watch potency. Where do you go from here, McMahon? I don't know. I'm just going to watch the Larry Sanders Show again. I'm finishing the final season 6. That show is the greatest show of all time. My wife and I we're just shaking our head. The show cuts too real, man. It's too much, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think of this story experiment. I think I'm done writing stories for a while. I don't know, man. I think my next chapter on this channel is to explore watch potency. I will be the watch potency coach. All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm out.